So you made a video, you're proud of it, you put it on YouTube, you put it on Facebook, you even showed your grandma, she loves it. But you put it on Instagram and suddenly you feel disappointed. Well, why would that be? Well, the thing about Instagram is that it cuts your video off at the 1 minute mark. And the tiny little screen on our smartphones aren't exactly the optimal viewing experience for widescreen videos. Well, don't worry because I've been there. And today, I'm going to show you my workflow for making Instagram videos and how you can make banger Instagram content and get the most out of the Instagram platform. On Instagram, you have two options for sharing videos. You have posts and you have stories. A story lasts about 24 hours and then it disappears forever unless you archive the story with the new Instagram story. I don't know, you probably know what I'm talking about. I haven't used it yet. And then with posts, you can put them on your feed and they live there forever. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're probably already familiar with how Instagram works. If you want to get the most out of the Instagram platform for a video viewing experience, then you have to consider 3 different aspect ratios. You can go with the 1080 by 1080 square, which is always a safe bet, or you can go with the 1080 by 1350, which is great for posts if you want to fill the screen to its maximum potential. And for stories, if you really want to fill that entire smartphone screen, you can go with 900 by 1600. So how do you take a video you've already made and show it to the best of your ability on Instagram? Let's hop into Final Cut and I will show you my workflow, but keep in mind this does work for Premiere as well. So here's a video I shot for a restaurant here in Toronto called Sue and Boo. They make sushi burritos, but in this video we're covering the creation of their sushi burger. And this is actually their new version of the sushi burger where the bun is made out of deep fried rice patties. But the difference is that with this one, they've covered the buns or these rice patties with crushed up Cheetos and Doritos. It's actually really good. But basically the whole point of this video is to go through the motions of how they make this sushi burger so that they can put it on Facebook and Instagram or wherever they like so that people see it, their mouth waters, they go in and they buy it. Hashtag marketing. So what we're looking at right now is the version that was originally made for Facebook in full widescreen. But all I did to this footage was chop it up to some music, added a color grade, some speed ramping, some transitions, and it looks like this. So obviously this video is in 16 by 9, but we want to get it in that vertical orientation so that we can optimize the amount of real estate we have on a smartphone screen. And this is how we're going to do it. The first thing we're going to do is highlight the entire project, everything including the audio, all the clips, any adjustment layers, and we're going to hit Command C and we're going to copy it. We're going to create a new project and title it Instagram. And when we pick the resolution and the format of the video, we're gonna make sure that it is set to custom and we're gonna enter 1080 by 1350. We're gonna keep the frame rate at 24p and we're gonna hit OK. So now we've got this brand new project and we're gonna take this playhead back to the very beginning, hit Command V, and we're good to go. Now you will notice that obviously it is not taking up the entire screen. We have these awkward black bars on top and underneath the footage. Now what many people do, which I think is a bad idea, is to go into each individual clip and change the scale to make it fit. And the problem with this is that if you have any keyframing or transitions in your video, this could potentially screw that up, so we're not gonna do that. Instead, what we're gonna do is add an adjustment layer over top the entire video, and we're going to increase the scale on the adjustment layer to about 223 until it fits the entire thing. Now that the video fills the whole frame, now what we can do is go into each individual clip and move it left or right if we have to make sure nothing is cut off. So for this first clip, I may want to move it over to the right just a little bit. The second clip, I'm gonna wanna move over to the left slightly, and I'm just gonna go through each one and make sure that they're framed properly. And that is pretty much it. I think I've got them all framed how I like it. Now keep in mind that when you throw this video up on Instagram, it is going to loop, which means once it ends, it's gonna start back from the beginning automatically. So don't worry too much about how it ends. I just like to make sure that it's not too abrupt and that it kind of has somewhat of a conclusion and ties back into the very beginning, just so it's not super awkward. Nonetheless, the final product will look something like this. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. If you did, make sure you hit it with a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.